Hey there, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. Welcome to your reading that is for this new moon that we just had in Leo. It is a very powerful energy. It has a lot going on in the Earth sign energy. So this new moon was conjunct Venus. I don't know what's happening here. It was conjunct Venus, and it was but we got Pluto in retrograde up in Capricorn, your sign. We have Uranus stationing retrograde in Taurus at the end of this week, but or on the 28th. But it was exactly conjunct Venus. I mean, not Venus, but this new moon. And so it is going to, over the course of the next year and a half, while this new moon becomes a full moon, it is going to back over some stuff and bring some inspiration and allow you to go a little deeper with it. Because if you're a Capricorn rising, it's happening in your 5th house of fun and creativity and romance, a chance to go over some stuff. And by the time this new moon becomes a full moon, in 2025, February 2025, then it will have just cleared its shadow and it'll be into new territory again by only a few minutes. And so we have got this nice long time to work with it. We have Mars currently in trining your sign over there in Virgo, and Mercury is in Virgo also. Mercury, however, is in storm, getting ready to station retrograde and making things a little bit communication a little cloudy and muddled, so make sure you're thinking things through, taking your time, reviewing all the details. I'm not saying don't do anything, but definitely be paying attention. And you have here the card of the asparagus dragon, which is consistent, and the lemon lime, which is union. So that makes that Taurus energy very interesting here. But a union would be also being consistent in your actions. Are you aligning your actions with your desires and your goals? Because this new moon is about really focusing on what really resonates in your heart. What do you really want? And so are the action steps that you're taking in alignment with that? It is the lemon lime. So it's the yellow of your solar plexus. What are you drawing and attracting into your life through what it is that you're focusing on in your heart space, right? So, all right, so the key to the situation is about the heart space. So that becomes really important. So it's really consistently holding the energy in your heart of what it is that you want. That is the message. That is the prime directive. Overall energy, we have the anchor, but you could see it splitting across that heart, that stone, making it look like a heart. So anchoring into the heart. The key to the situation is the moon. This is your intuition. This is working with your heart space. This is your emotion. And up here in where are you seeking information and guidance, it is the key. So we come back to the moon and the emotions, with the overall energy being to anchor into the heart space. And in the heart space, we have the card of happiness and joy, the bouquet of flowers. This is actually a wildflower field with a variety. So this is really about focusing in on what you really, really want to do and then taking a step toward it. That is this whole reading. I hope you'll stick around. We'll see what else Spirit is bringing. But boy, if that's as far as you get, be sure to hit the thumbs up and leave me a comment and let me know you got it. Okay, so we have the card of the home as where we anchor our energy. Here's the anchor, overall energy. So anchoring into what feels like home for us, what feels natural and loving and nurturing for us, what brings us joy and what brings us happiness. The anxiety is repetitive. There is something, a story, a consistent story. There's something, or maybe it's trying to stay consistent in your thoughts, in your actions, or holding that space that is a stress for you. Because here we have the whips, and to me the whips is very much the Capricorn energy, and it's in the heart space, but it's in the place of the mice where the anxiety is. And so I feel like you are almost beating back the anxiety, like it rises up, and then you have to focus on releasing it and letting go. And so the more you do that, the easier it gets. And so they're doing construction outside. I'm super sorry if you hear noise. They're tearing up the pavement, and then that sounded like they're pulling rebarb up or sinking it or something. Okay, so here we go. This is the action to take. We have the mice of anxiety. They're not asking you to be anxious. it came out with the card of luck. And under here, there's a little pentacle underneath the little clover. And so wherever it is that you feel like you're draining resources, we have the card of luck. If you focus on that, you're lucky, right? So money falls out of the sky for me. Or I just shared, I think, with Pisces, I have a little song I sing when I get stressed out about money. I sing, money, 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 it's always sunny, it's my world. So I invite you to use my song because it actually shifts my perception. I don't focus on the stressors of it. It makes me realize that there's resources coming in. I just don't know where they are yet. But they're there and they're on their way. It's always, or it's raining money. Hallelujah. It's raining money, right? I will do that. It makes me laugh. It makes me smile, which opens up my energy, which helps to open up the opportunities for abundance to flow in. And so I really think that that becomes something that you are really focused on. This is the second time I've seen this card. I want to say Taurus may have gotten it. Taurus or Pisces. Don't stop to think, but most don't stop to think, but having both money and not having money makes fantastic adventures available, possible. It's true. When you have to become more resourceful, when you have to try something new in order to increase your abundance, you meet new people, you do new things, and you learn how to creatively enjoy what you have. So whether this is about money or about it definitely says money, but I think it says same goes for having or not having anything else. So whether this is time, maybe you have to be more creative with your time, or romance, or anything that is going on in your life, the more creative you are, it makes life more of an adventure, right? Overcoming obstacles, isn't that what we do around here? So, right, that's what Capricorn does. We overcome obstacles, but there is something about stopping to take a look around and seeing what's going on around you, not just the journey, but also observing and counting the blessings and seeing that there are multiple options. And I think you definitely have multiple options, multiple avenues toward resources. So in the area of resources, time, money, emotional resources, or education and knowledge and wisdom, you have the card of a choice or a decision. We have the ways. There's two different paths. One leads to the sea, the other one to the mountain. I don't know, mountain goat, which way you're going to go, because you're both, right? You are driven by that fishtail of yours. You understand the importance of being in touch with your emotions and making choices. So what feels right? And here's the neat thing, right? Well, when we make a decision, when we're faced with a decision, just make the decision, right? I think Capricorn gets this more than anybody else. You just make the choice, and then you make the choice work. And if the choice really doesn't seem to be working out, well, then backtrack and go try the other one. So we have Mercury in retrograde, Uranus stations retrograde, and Pluto is retrograde in your sign, right? So we have this earth sign energy of an opportunity to go back and look at something else, try something new. What's the worst that can happen? Do I have to backtrack and do it again? But everything's really slow right now with all these retrograde planets. Venus is even retrograde, and she rules Taurus. And so that she rules in her sign. And so, there's this energy of being able to, okay, you know what? I'm going to try this. I get to try new ways. The energy of how do you transform the situation, we have the rider. There's two riders in here. One is moving forward quickly. This one is taking her sweet time, one step at a time, and she's open to receiving news, information, guidance. It is a female. The other one, it's the male, and he knows exactly where he's going. He's full speed ahead. This one's like, we're out for a Sunday stroll. Let's see what there is. Let's see what the opportunities are. What feels right? What brings joy? What brings happiness? And she's enjoying the journey. And of course, I'm surprised we didn't get the card of patience, right? Do be consistent. Do show up for yourself. Do take things one step at a time. But the obstacle here is this big old ship, right? It's like, hasn't my ship come in yet? I keep looking for it. Where is it, right? And so we did not get the card of patience, and yet it feels like it's still here, right? Like there's a little bit of impatience. So anchor into the energy of feeling safe and secure, feeling at home, enjoying where you are, enjoying the journey, and the choice and the decision of which path to take. Choose from your heart what feels like. Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh my God. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm a Capricorn rising and I get so frustrated. We got the foggy bottom. Patience. Oh my God. Okay. So in your heart space, we have these flowers, right? Part of what brings the joy and the happiness then is counting your blessings and having gratitude. And we have the card of gratitude that came up. So there you go. We have the autumn guardian of letting go. So we're getting ready to move into this autumn season. And during this autumn season, we have in October, we will have two eclipses, a new moon eclipse in Libra and a full moon in Taurus. Again, I think that's the one where, because that trines your energy. So that happens on October 28th. The new moon is on the 14th of October. So that's right after we get through this 10-10 gateway that's coming our way. And Venus and Mercury will both have cleared their shadow by the time we get to the 10-10, well, right around the time of the 10-10, by the time we get to the eclipse. So there is a lot of letting things go. I want to say let go of the anxiety too and focus on counting your blessings, finding the luck in the moment. I can't believe we got the P. I can believe. I just think Spirit likes to laugh at me. Okay, let's focus on this one right here. I think the gratitude's pretty self-explanatory. Let's take a look at this autumn guardian here. Freaking. All right. Red, orange, yellow, and brown leaves flurry around you in the warm autumn wind. A small zephyr creates an upward spiral of leaves directed by the air spirit in a dance of color and light. It is the great circle of life. The trees lose their leaves in the fall, so the new growth can occur in the spring. It is part of the natural cycle. The moon is also about working with the cycles, and again, we have a full moon here, so I do think that eclipse matters. I do also want to say that it almost feels like there's a message here that we have Mercury also going to do a retrograde in your sign. So January 1st, I believe it stations direct. It clears its shadow at the end of Capricorn season coming up. I do believe, when I look at the astrology, that for Capricorn in particular, the spring of next year has a lot of massive growth. That being said, in the fall, it's about releasing the things that do not work for us. And then in the winter, it is about storing up our resources, making ourselves, physically, mentally, emotionally strong, right? Like feeling really good and healthy. So watching your health, but it's also about planting the roots, like really grounding the situation. So any work you can do below the surface, like, so for instance, if you have a business, then that would be a great time to get your website ready to launch, or you're creating a program, or you're starting a new business, whatever the heck it is, right? Anything that is not viewed by the public, things that are below the surface that create the safety, the structure, right? Capricorn is about structure. This is a good time to review, revise, to create a plan now during these retrogrades, and then in the fall, figuring out what you need to let go of so that you have more time, energy, whatever it is that you need, so that you can take care of what's next, which is strengthening the root system and the structure so you're ready to launch. I think the spring actually is a really big deal here. So it says surrender all as well. You don't have to do it alone. The Creator is on your side. Letting go can heal the need to be in control, the stress of unfulfilling expectations. And so here, the mice, right? It's really inviting you to trust the process, and that what you have and what you need will be brought to you in synchronicity. It feels like in synchronicity. When you think, oh, I need this resource, it's going to show up. When I need that resource, it's going to show up. There are going to be times when, you need to hold on to things, but I think right now it's time to, relinquish the control and let Spirit take care of the timing. I want to go ahead and pull the Creator cards, because I do think this has a lot to do with something that you're creating that's going to take some time to come in. You do need to show up and do the work. But I think to see the results of the work is to really get things moving in that other direction. Yeah. Okay. This is the time to create the framework, the structure, the solidness, right? The foundation of the home. If it is not solid, the house does not stand. So we are laying the groundwork. We're doing the foundation. We're looking for the things that are draining our energy, that are draining whatever is going around this. This is shoring things up. This is shoring things up, right? Your ship can't come in if it has a leaky hole. So there is a need to really get back to the basics. So we have to get back to the elemental, and we have the now. You know, it's not don't take action. It's take action slowly, methodically, paying attention to the details. All this retrograde stuff is going on. Details matter, but it is moving forward. It is just not necessarily what everybody else is going to see. It is the groundwork that you are laying for whatever is next that you're trying to manifest or create in your life. If you're trying to get a promotion at work, now is a really good time to take that course that gives you an edge when you come up for review, or the opportunity for the pay increase, or whatever it is you're looking at. This is a great time for you to get into the details of what are you doing at work, and how can you be more efficient, and where can you really shine and polish some skill or something, right? If this is about anything you're trying to create to manifest more money, and it does feel like it's around finances, to come in, it's about assessing what you have going on right now. How can you add value? How can you add value, and how can you create a more solid foundation so that you will be ready? What is good luck? It is when opportunity meets hard work. So right now we're doing the work, and the opportunity will come in. Okay? And then that is where success shines. And right now, Capricorn, you guys are uniquely placed to have a really amazing next year and a half. So let's do the groundwork. Let's get ourselves solid and straight and ready to go. And let's just wait and see, because I think next year is going to be a banner year. Next year is an 8 year. And 8 is about having all the skills and doing the work. I mean, it is Capricorn energy in spades. So let's do what we need to do right now, which is aligning our actions with our thoughts and getting ready so that when Mercury clears shadow, we are good to go. And I'm talking about clear shadow out of your sign right now. So you're on this path. What can you do in the now? It is the now. The alarm clock's ringing. What can you do today? When you get up tomorrow, what can I do today? When you get up the day after that, what can I do today? And be consistent and show up for yourself and really align your dreams and your goals with what it is you want, and you will magically draw and attract to you what you need in synchronicity. All right? You guys take care. Sorry about the patience. I'm on Facebook every day. If you would like to check out the video I did on this energy, you have to link it through Facebook. Come on in and do that. If you do view it, make sure you leave a comment. You'll be in the drawing for the free reading. I do personal readings. That information is in the description box below with my email. Just hit me up and we'll set something up. And if you're into the daily astrology so that you can really use this energy and work with the cyclical nature of things, check it out. It's on Facebook every day. It's just a couple minutes of your time. All right, you guys have a great week. I'll see you back here next week.